Hello, my name is Kara Forfinski, and I am the director of PS21, written by Sarah Summerwell. Our show is a Zoom play about a Zoom call that happens 10 years in the future. 4 students, Allie, Chase, Grace, and Kiara, recount their times as second grade students going to school during a pandemic. While they're over Zoom call and in pod school, they dealt with things that most second graders should never have to deal with, but most in 2020 did. As they talk 10 years later as college freshmen, they talk about the different paths each of them have chosen, how they have new lives, unexpected and some expected, and how major events that happened to them shaped who they are. They talk about how their relationships have changed and how Kiara's presence makes things a little different in the call. I hope you enjoy our show. Special thank you to my cast members, I love you, DDC, and especially to Adam Graber.
Okay, everyone, ready? PS21 will be lots of fun, no matter what the school year brings. We know it's just begun, but on rain and sun, we're learning lots of really cool things. Okay, friends, can we all pay attention and take our seats?
God, Allie!
Nice. Oh, thank you for coming. How are you?
Of course, so good. Super psyched about this.
I didn't know if anyone would want to.
Hey, no, this is great. It's been so long.
So long, for real. I mean, I see your posts and stuff, but I didn't even know you decided not to go to Oakland.
Yeah, my dad really wanted me to, but I really felt like I needed to get away, you know?
Yeah, I mean, U of M is like, what, another whole 45 minutes away at least, right?
Allie, I know it's not that far. I just meant I needed to not live at home anymore. I mean, you remember that basement room?
Oh, absolutely. So freaking dark.
I wish they would move. That house is too big for them, even though it always felt claustrophobic when we were there.
Yeah, it was awful.
So is everyone else coming?
Hard to say. Grace said she'd come as soon as she got home from work study.
Could you get a hold of Kiara?
I emailed her the link.
And,
I don't know.
well, hey, PS21 reunion. PS21.
Oh my God, no.
You have to. It's our reunion.
Will be lots of fun. Woo!
Ooh, indeed.
Hold on. It's Grace.
Hi. Sorry. Ugh. Wait. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, so good to see you.
Same. I'm sorry. I just came from work study.
Oh, cool. What are you doing?
I work in the student outreach center.
At Mercy, right?
Yes, it's just a little extra stipend, but I love it.
Nice. I'm trying to find something here, but they're still rebuilding their scholarships and funding.
Me too. I guess the hit wasn't so bad here, but nothing's really better yet overall. You know. Anyway, Chase and I were just saying PS21 reunion.
I know. 10 years, huh?
Grace, how's your mom?
You still cut right to the chase, huh, Chase? Well, she still has the pacemaker, and she wonders what our lives would be like if that hadn't all happened, but I don't really remember what things are like before she had it. We still pray about it together a lot, and I wanted to tell you guys, I picked nursing as my major.
Yes! Girl, yes! You will slay!
I don't think I've used the term slay since we were in second grade, but agreed.
Oh, okay, so you don't dab anymore either, I guess?
Dabbing, I forgot we did that in gym class.
Miss Laura did not get it. Remember TikTok?
My mom never let me watch that.
I snuck it with my sister sometimes on her phone. I wanted to be Charlie D'Amelio so badly.
I knew all the moves.
How do you remember that?
It was my replacement for the soccer team when they canceled practice.
My mom used to say you had all the moves and could be a backup dancer.
Maybe if I hadn't been in the squad, but I got pretty into political stuff with my dad after that. I just picked out some classes in poli-sci, but I'm also thinking about social justice law.
No one could argue for their right to Doritos better than you.
Or cared so much about a presidential election in the 2nd grade.
Freeze-dried mangoes do not suffice as an after-school snack. And Kamala Harris was definitely my first crush.
Oh, did Kiara say she was coming?
I invited her.
Where is she?
She wasn't feeling very well today, Chase.
Good. She's so annoying when she's here.
Allie, focus on your work. This doesn't have anything to do with you.
Is she okay, Miss Laura?
I think so, Grace. Now, put in your headphones and pay attention to your teacher, okay? Only an hour left, hon.
What's for lunch, Miss Laura?
I think the bus is bringing corn dogs today. Allie, you'll eat that, right?
Yeah, can we bring one to Kiara?
No, dear. Pay attention to Zoom, please.
Oh, Kiara just sent me a message. She said she'll be on soon.
Wait, you still talk to her? She's my cousin, and I had to ask 5 different members before they even got her email.
No, I mean, it's just that I think we're still the last 2 people on the planet who still use the Pinterest platform. And we're both really into pictures of dead malls and abandoned America. And I'm sure that it's not like she doesn't want to talk to you. It's
Grace, chill, it's fine. One sec. Time for our surprise guest.
No way, Kiara!
Hey,
I didn't know if you'd got my message or if you come.
missed my COVID class reunion? No way.
Girl, your hair has gotten so long.
Hey, look at this. PodSquad 2020 back on Zoom, but not in my parents' basement.
Love it.
God, I hated that fucking basement. Sorry, Chase. Sorry for swearing, Grace.
don't worry about it.
No, I totally get it. But how are you? We were all just catching up since it's been forever for most of us.
Hi, Grace. How's your mom doing?
Oh, we were just talking about that before you came on. I was saying she still has the pacemaker and limited lung capacity, but she's still here, and we're grateful for that.
Of course. Fucking COVID. She used to run marathons, right?
Mhm.
I almost didn't come to this because I'm still so pissed that it got so out of control and we had to go through what we went through. You especially, Grace. But here we are, huh?
Well, it's really great to see you all. I was telling Chase I didn't know if anyone would want to. I just wanted to see where everyone's at, and I know that's weird after so much time. But since we're all college freshmen now, I just thought it'd be cool to check in and see what people are.
No, I'm so glad you did this. Kiara, just to catch you up, Allie's at Oakland, and wait, what's your major?
Oh, I'm still undecided. But I got into the a cappella group, the Doty Ladies, and I'm thinking about teaching music or speech therapy for kids or communications or I don't know, honestly.
It's our first semester. Do not worry. Grace, tell Kiara where you're at.
I'm at Mercy, and guess which major I just picked?
Nursing.
How'd you guess?
Kiara, guess mine.
Tell me where you ended up first.
U of M.
A law degree with a concentration in humanitarian rights.
What? Are you psychic?
No.
I told you were the only 7-year-old that stressed about a presidential election.
And how can I forget you debating the Black Lives Matter movement with Allie's mom? That was epic.
Nothing like learning your parents are racist in the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
God, seeing you all is making me super nostalgic.
Yeah, this feels a lot less like Lord of the Flies than the last time I saw you.
Okay, we weren't the happiest group of kids, but we weren't homicidal.
You weren't.
Well, what about you? Where did you end up?
I'm taking a gap year.
Whoa. That's really brave. Aunt Liz didn't tell me that.
I moved to New York.
As in New York? New York?
Yes, as in New York City.
Wow. I thought that after all the riots there.
You mean protests?
No, I mean the riots came after the protests.
Gotcha. Then yes, the mobs.
Yeah, after they tried a civil war during like COVID times.
Isn't it still like really, really bad?
Aaron, Aunt Lizzie, what are they doing? Make them stop! Make it stop!
DC got way worse.
For a while, but after the subway shut down, didn't New York just kind of die?
I like to think of it like I'm living in Andy Warhol's New York,
What do you mean?
or like I'm living in a page from Just Kids by Patti Smith. You know, like the 1970s New York that almost went bankrupt, and you could find cheap apartments, and it was rebuilding itself. I think capitalism was running amok and destroyed itself, and maybe America. And I think there's beauty in that.
I'm sorry, Kiara. I'm trying, but I'm not quite following.
Me either.
I think I get it. Grace, do you remember when my parents flew us and Kiara to New York to see Frozen on Broadway in the first grade?
Honestly, we were so young. It's all a blur.
I know, for me too. All I really remember was that the show got canceled, and all of a sudden everyone was wearing masks, and we had to rent a car and drive home because my mom was afraid to fly.
I remember.
Remember on the day when we first got there, my parents took us to, I don't even remember where, but like a tourist shop?
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, I still have my little Eiffel Tower snow globe.
Yes, and they let us pick out whatever we wanted, and Kiara, remember what you got?
Postcards.
Yes, all these postcards, I think they were like $3 for $1. And they were black and white pictures of New York from way before we were born, way before COVID. And Kiara kept trying to find these old buildings and people that look like the ones in the pictures. But she kept getting more and more upset because
that world didn't exist anymore. There were just these glaring lights and Walgreens on every corner, like we had back home.
And you said none of those people existed anymore, so there was no one left to remember what it was like back then.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that when I look at old photos of Detroit. I just never thought about it that way.
Me too.
So I guess it doesn't surprise me that you ended up there.
Yep. Well, the topless bars on the west side never shut down, so at least I'll always have work.
Yara!
I'm kidding, Grace. I work as a lowly barista. People will always need coffee whether the public infrastructure is crumbling or not.
Are you safe there?
Yes, I'm safe. I mean, I'm as safe as I was in Detroit.
You lived in Bloomfield Hills, girl.
No, she lived in Royal Oak, but then she had to move to Detroit after her dad
No, after my dad, what, Allie?
Sorry, Kiara, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Until my dad left me with Aunt Liz and moved to Florida to join a QAnon cult.
Kiara, I didn't mean to bring that up, okay?
No, I call bullshit.
Hey, let's chill. I'm sorry. I didn't know any of that.
Oh, you didn't know that the only reason I was able to be in your bougie school pod was because Allie's parents felt bad that my dad was crazy and they paid for my share of Miss Laura's salary?
I never knew we were in the second grade.
Well, I didn't live down the street from 21 YSL Lane, okay? And maybe you all want to forget being depressed as hell because we were stuck on Zoom for 4 hours a day, but I don't. PS21 was just another reminder that I didn't belong around normal people.
My family was not normal. Okay, we had money, and I can't help but think about all the kids who didn't have what we had. How many kids in urban areas lost over 1.5 years of in-person education? I mean, that's why I want to work for justice and fight inequity.
Come on, guys. It wasn't all awful. We had some really good times.
Oh yeah, when?
Like when Miss Laura made us chicken nuggets for lunch, or when she took us on field trips to get Christmas decorations at the dollar store so that the basement wouldn't seem so depressing, or when we had a recess on Chase's trampoline. Sometimes I think it wasn't that miserable, even though we missed real school. I mean, I'm sorry, Kiara, about your dad. I know a lot of people really lost it during those years. And my mom almost died. And I'm not trying to forget that.
Seeing all of you is just look. I'll never know if I'm this way because of COVID and like the total collapse of the country, or if I would have been anxious and sad anyways. And I can't know, but to misremember a stretch of time where I felt like no one could come up for air for what felt like years, that's a denial of what shaped us.
I still feel like I can't breathe in large groups of people, so I usually just wear a mask and most people look at me like I'm a freak.
I'm paranoid about my mom leaving the house without me, and I'm not staying in a dorm because I worry she'll die if I'm not there.
I still get really nauseous whenever I think about eating another chicken nugget. Sorry, that was not the time. Honestly, I still have nightmares that it'll come back, even though there are a bunch of vaccines now, that it'll morph or there'll be something even worse and more deadly. I look around at all these huge memorials and wonder why everyone I know who got it lived.
Yeah. I'm applying to CUNY Hunter next fall for some psychology courses. I want to know why no one really wants to talk about what we went through as kids. I want to know why we've all avoided talking to each other for 10 years. And yeah, I really want to know more about what was going on with the people who believed in that lunatic despot and followed him down to a swamp to start a bunch of cults. Like my dad.
That really is insane.
Whatever. I've gone to a bunch of therapy, and Florida has its own law now, so good luck with it.
Hey, do you guys think maybe next time Kiara's home, we could all get together in person? Like if you come home to see Aunt Liz at some point?
I, for one, would be totally down for that.
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
I'm thinking it needs to be at a Coney Island.
Of all the businesses to survive the Second Depression.
I actually think that makes a lot of sense.
I second that opinion.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut this show short. I wasn't sure how long we'd all be on, but I have a ton of homework due tomorrow.
Same.
Oh, go for it. Oh, Kiara, do you want to stay on?
I have to get up at 5 a.m. for work, dude.
Gotcha. Okay, well then, till next time, squad?
Yes. And here, I'm putting my number in chat. If, you ever want to call me and tell me how much college sucks.
You're going to regret that offer.
Yeah, you are.
Only if you call me late at night when I have to get up at 5 a.m. Bye.
That was, wow.
It was good.
We have a lot more to talk about next time. See you both soon, I hope.
Good night.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye. What did I do? Peace sign. Oh my
SAC means being open to new perspectives, listening to each other, learning from one another, growing together, and holding each other accountable while we continue to build a community where every member is valued and supported.
What does SAC mean to me? It means community, a place where I can go and feel seen and heard as my true, authentic self.
Join today. Contact your rep for more information. The reps are Tyler Hinton, Morgan Listenby, and Taylor Craft.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Monsioni, group leader of Over Soon. I wanted to give a huge shout out to my group for being dedicated and determined to create such a beautiful piece.
Hello everyone, I'm Jenna Geluso, and I'm the director of the show An Open Pre-Journey, written by Ryan Bernier. My process of the show was to have a balance between each figment of Beck's inner world and past, and showcase what could happen if you let your inner world in and you relive the past for guidance towards your decision making and how to continue on throughout life. My vision for the play is to hopefully have everyone understand why Ryan has written this play. A lot of people can be anxious when it comes to decision making, and the question that's imposed in this play is it helpful to revisit the past and what could have been? Or is it better to focus on what could be? And how do you get to the place of where you want to be? In this case, the character Beck calls for her imaginary friend Geraldine for guidance. But what else comes to surface when she dives into her past? The play is an allegory about the ways in which we need to push ourselves and the factors that push us. We all contain this inner world that the play drives from. But when our inner world spills over in our decision making, what are we capable of? I want to give a special shout out to Ryan for writing this amazing play. To Haley, our beautiful and wonderful stage manager, thank you so much for being at rehearsals all the time and always having my back. To my beautiful and wonderful cast, Justin, Sophia, Kayla, thank you so much for being so patient with me during the rehearsal process and being able to make art in the world that we are living in today. And lastly, Katie Ty, thank you so much for being my grand mentor. I have learned so much from you, and I seriously could not have done this without you. You have kept my head on straight. I'm so excited to present to you all the show, An Open Pre-Journey. Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Back it down here.
I'll be down in a second. If you're there, if you could just give me a sign, something. Okay, anything, please.
Right this second, Beck, I swear.
Beck still needs me.
Or do you still need Beck?
Not any more than you do.
Save it.
What are you doing back here? I thought we vanquished you during the Great Pillow Fort Wars of '02.
Monsters never really die.
Does Beck know that?
Did you?
No.
Then no.
Why did you come back? You can't scare me. I know what you are. Why did you come back?
Geraldine?
Hello, Beck.
You heard me.
Yes.
I was calling for you. I didn't think you'd come.
Through thick and thin, through ice and snow.
Your imaginary friend will get you where you need to go.
So where do you need to go?
Nothing evolves faster than fear. Can you imagine being afraid of the things that scared you when you were 4? Or 12? No, of course not. You've grown up and away from all of that. You don't need to fear the ghost down the hall, or the werewolf in the woods, or the vampire in the closet. They've either been captured, slayed, or shot. So why are you still afraid? Could it be the memory and not the ghost? Could it be that energy-sucking force that sends you hiding under the covers and not the vampire? What if instead of fearing the wolf, you fear the person underneath the fur and teeth? Fear evolves. Are you evolving with it?
Okay, are you sure this is gonna work?
It's worked before.
Kind of. I mean, we never actually made it out the door the last time we tried to run away.
This time is different. We're getting out this time. We're committing. What do you have so far?
Blanket, pillow, my toothbrush.
Boring. What about fun things, huh? What about your crayons, your markers?
I don't really use them anymore.
What about your toys?
I don't play with toys.
How long have I been gone?
A while.
I'm sorry.
Where did you go? When you went away, where did you go?
Oh, many places.
Like
the mountains, where we used to camp. Or the playground, where we'd capture any bad guy who dared set foot in this town.
So you've been here?
Yeah.
Just not here with me.
Yeah. Back.
Do you know why your name is Geraldine?
No.
Because I made it up. Me. At the ripe old age of 5 years old, I said to myself, I want a best friend. And their name is going to be Geraldine. And then you showed up. Okay, you looked crazy. No idea where you were or who you were. But I had the answers for you. Okay, I told you everything you wanted to know.
You saved me.
And now it's your turn to save me.
If you tried to tell your younger self what you're afraid of now, would they understand? Would they share those same fears? No, of course not. It's hard to get a child to care about anything, much less the problems of adults. Here, I'm going to list a few things, and I want you to raise your hand if, at the age of 7, you're afraid of these things. Ready? The job market. Tensions in the Middle East. The internet listening to you at all times and selling your information. You didn't know you needed to be afraid of all those things. You might not even have known, much less had the time to be afraid. Because they're new. And anytime something new happens, fear is just around the corner.
And you'll probably need to grab the TV from downstairs just in case you get bored.
I can't bring a TV with me.
Why not?
Because I don't have a plan, okay? Because I don't know where I'm going. Because I'm talking to my childhood imaginary friend who thinks I can live off chocolate milk and Oreos as long as I eat them like cereal.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I did try it when I was 9.
Wasn't it good?
Yes. But I can't survive on good.
Why not? I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, well, you're not real.
Excuse me?
That's not what I meant.
I'm not real?
It slipped out. I didn't mean to.
I'm standing right in front of you, right? You can see me?
I can.
Look around you. Look at all this stuff. That's real, isn't it?
Yes.
And I'm just as real as you are.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep. Okay.
You didn't sound very okay.
What do you want from me, Geraldine?
I want you to believe me.
I do believe you.
What?
Backed it down here.
Listen, you're not the one who has to run away. Okay? You're not the one who has to figure out how they're gonna carry all this shit around with them from place to place. I get it. You're real. Congratulations. I, however, am alive. I have consequences. Things happen to me. Have happened to me. Okay? What happened to you?
You did. You happened to me.
When I was 5.
Then what am I doing here now, Beck? You called me. I didn't just show up. You called me and I showed up.
Yes, but you're just...
Look to your left.
What?
Look to your left. Now look to your right.
This is so...
Would you just look? Now, do you see anybody there?
No.
No, you don't. Because there isn't anybody else, just me.
And I had to make you.
Goodbye, Beck.
I had to make someone who could show up.
But you didn't have to make me.
No. No, I didn't.
I'm real because I'm here. I'm real because I'm here. Real because I'm here. Where the fuck am I? Space doesn't mean anything. What am I doing? Am I performing? Am I telling you a story? Bet you're not even listening. Hey, look at me. I'm waving at you. Can you see me? Hello? Can anybody see me? Hello? Nothing. Not even a peep. Peep. That was a joke. A joke for nobody. There's nobody here to laugh. Or to not laugh. Who would have thought I'd miss the absence of a laugh? Or the absence of anything, for that matter. Is it more sad to miss something? Or to know that the reason you miss it is because you once had it? I had so many things. I had so many things.
You know, you have too many things.
I know.
So get rid of some.
Which ones?
I don't know.
Well, do I need this?
Maybe.
What about this?
You might.
I'm just gonna start getting rid of stuff. What?
Nothing.
Well, you made a sound.
Just watching.
Great. Thanks for all your help.
I'm not here to help.
Then why are you here? Okay? No one asked for you to show up.
And nobody ever does.
Then why do you?
Because I'm necessary. Even when nobody asks for me.
Oh, necessary. All you do is hold people back.
I give people pause.
What good is pausing when all I want to do is go? Hi.
Hello.
What good is going when you leave the best things behind? Look at us. When was the last time the three of us were in the same room together?
The Great Pillow Fort Wars of 02.
We used every chair, pillow, and blanket we could find.
It took days.
The whole house looked like a war zone.
Comfiest war zone I've ever seen.
Me too.
And it was fun.
It was.
I'd give anything to have that time back.
Me too.
Not me.
Well, we had fun.
So easy to have fun then.
What happened?
We beat you.
Care to try again?
Well, are you coming?
Yeah. We're coming.
Being a part of Freedom Players has taught me to become more creative and to become a better artist. Not only that, but it pushed me to step out of my box and to reach beyond my limits so that I can be the best that I can be.
To me, Freedom Players means perseverance.
Freedom Players reminded me why I love creating art in the first place.
For more information on how to join the Freedom Players, contact Belicia Charnel Hines at belicia.hines@wayne.edu. Freedom Players. Unite, create, liberate.
Hello everyone, my name is Nandi Jack and I am the group captain for the choreography Subtle Changes. A couple things about our choreography: we all collaborated together to create the movement. It was a collective idea to make the theme happiness. In general, we wanted to send a message of happiness and good energy, and so I tried to pick out really pure moments and happy thoughts that I think people could register with someone speaking, as well as seeing movement that is very beautiful, again, that we all collaborated with in my group. So I just really am proud of everyone, and I'm so happy for you guys to be able to see it. Thank you.
You know that feeling? Like, are you ever having a really good day? And whether you're doing something with your friends or your family, but you're just having a good day, maybe you're by yourself, and you just like look at what's around you and you're so happy and content, and like not even content, you're more than you're like ecstatic. And I think the times that feeling comes has so much more to do with how you take initiative in your life than what's actually happening. Like a sunny day in like March when it's warm for Michigan and you can roll down the windows in your car and listen to your music and you're by yourself and you just feel like so overwhelmingly grateful to be alive. Or, you know, when you're looking at something really pretty and you're just awestruck by the world that's around us, or you're with a person and you just can't believe that someone that good exists and that like you get to be around them. And I think we need to create more of those moments for ourselves that give us those little sparks of joy, because we can't just like sit and wait
or think those things will only happen when we're doing something really abnormal or special. I think those things exist in our little everyday lives and the idiosyncrasies that come with who we are. And yeah, I think that means all the difference when it comes to enjoying yourself on a day-to-day, like enjoying your life.